How's it going, Brandon? Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you answering my LinkedIn reach out and
No problem.
thank you for joining me today. Yeah, so we'll just go straight into the first question I have for you. Please describe yourself and who you are, Brandon, your job title, the company you work at right now, your family life, just a little gist about you.
Well, I am a California resident. I work in mortgage. I am account manager in the wholesale industry. More so, it's the same position as a loan processor in the retail industry, both in mortgage, but there's a retail and a wholesale end. Um, I am also a father of two, married. Um, been working in this industry for I think 10 years now. And besides working, I just be a stay-at-home dad afterwards, and that's about it.
Nice, nice,
Um,
awesome. Okay, so you have long time experience before long time experience in this industry right now. That's good. How did you end up at your current company and how long have you been with them?
well, at the current company I'm with, I have been with the same people for the full length of amount of time I've been in this industry. So I've been in this industry about, like I said, about 10 years. I've followed the same people the entire time. That's basically where my devotion is and my respect is. And basically, they started a company a few years back, and then I followed them going there and knowing that they're going to build something big and be here for the long haul. And that's where I am now, and 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 know that I'm going to continue to and support the same people.
Nice. Okay. So was this a transition of a different company or a reformation of another company?
They basically left because they grew as much as they could in their current position, basically a DBA following a DBA under a separate company, and they couldn't grow anymore. So they wanted to own their own company and grow. So I growed with them and moved with them and started something from the ground up, and
Okay,
that's where I'm at.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So you've been with them the whole time. It's awesome.
Mhm.
What's this company called right now?
It's called the lender.
Nice. Okay. And what was the company before called?
The company before, well, there's two different companies. So we were at Nations Direct, right? There's another
Okay.
DBA. Um, it was Nations Direct, and then DBA was Motive Lending. And they branched off when they wanted to jump off there. They got a good deal with someone. They said, "Hey, you come over here. We'll hook you up, give you a base somewhere where you could start." Um, and it was with, I believe, Pacific Union, which is no longer around. So they were closing the doors, and they're like, "Hey, we need to go and start something for ourselves." So they bought out a company, which is Hometown Equity Mortgage, which had wholesale lines and all that good stuff, to where they had a uh, a like a form to build off of. So they bought it and started, and here we are since I think it was 2018. And here it's 2023, going into 24 and going strong.
Nice. Okay. So you guys are steady and strong. That's good to hear. Definitely. So your specific position there, you're an account manager. Sorry,
Mhm.
excuse me. What do you do there specifically, just with the whole process?
So an account manager is basically the quarterback of a loan. We are basically the main contact between the broker and the lender, basically. So for the most part, we are active from the start of the loan all the way through the life of the loan to when it funds. Even afterwards, during post closing, if they ever need anything, we're the ones who jump in there and get things done. Anything needs anything, any like a broker, we're always the people that they go to make things happen. You need something, a loan to go through at a certain date, we make it happen. Like we process the conditions to the underwriter. We're the main contact and communication between the underwriting, the broker, the account executive, which is sales, everyone, pretty much.
Okay, nice. So
We're
you're
the
saying
we're like the glue. You know what I mean?
right, right. So you kind of just maintain the process of the whole entire loan life, make sure it goes from the start of it to funding and like go through the whole process with it, just make sure it goes smoothly, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, awesome,
100%.
nice. Okay, so with you being an account manager, you're dealing with a lot of moving parts, a lot of different people, a lot of different personalities, a lot of different positions. You're taking it from this place to this place. What skills have helped you accomplish the most in your specific position?
That's good. I would think a big one was relationship building and being able to take a lemon and making lemon juice. Because
Okay.
there's so many people that are involved between a loan, from the life of the loan, from the start to the end. Like if you didn't work in this industry, you wouldn't realize and how many people touch a loan and get paid by a loan, and just different processes, different companies. You just would never in your mind think of it. So there's so many things that can go wrong, and there's so many things that could go right. So I think the biggest thing that helped me was to make a bad situation or something that to go south, and being able to turn it into a relationship building situation, to where like now we have brokers that trust you and people that trust you and know that if anything were ever happen, that you have their back. You know what I mean? That you're going to be there no matter what, even though things are going south or something isn't going an exact certain date they wish, you're going to pick up the phone no matter what. You know what I mean? And I think that is a big thing that helped create the relationships that I do have and continue to have for the years and the amount that I've been in this industry, and that people that follow you and know you when you go to the next company. They're like, hey, oh, you're going to work with this? Oh, I want to work with Brandon. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that has helped big time.
Yeah, that's nice. I definitely see that. You're never gonna get along with everyone in this world, but doing your best at building a skill where you can work with those different personalities 100%. I could see that's gonna make the difference at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Okay. So, um, what is the biggest pain point or pain points that you see in the mortgage industry from your current position?
I think in my current position across the board, I think the biggest pain points would be where we are subject to the market, and we're subject to the economy. I think housing makes up, I forgive me if I'm wrong, I think 70% of the economy. So the first thing to flex and flow is housing, which is us, and all the other companies in different industries that work in housing. So it goes up and it goes down. When it's really good, it's awesome. When it's bad, you better have saved your pennies. You know what I mean? So that's probably a big pain point. But knowing this industry is going to be here for a long haul, no matter what, is always a plus. So other things in my position, like I said, being the quarterback, people always come to you no matter what, even if you're not. Um, Even if it's not something you do or on your desk, people just come to you. You know what I mean? It's not a pain point, but it's definitely a time taker.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
something.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, that's something you got to deal with. Um, so you talking about this fluctuating market and you being in a position to where you are part of something that makes up 70% of our current economy. Um, with this change, are we talking about like interest rates, the terms? What are we going mainly off
The price of oil changes, that changes everything else.
of?
Trucking,
Okay.
the price of vegetables, the price to someone, how much it costs to buy a vegetable, that goes down the line to how much it costs to buy a house. Pretty much,
Right. Okay. So
it
so
all it
we're
all
we're looking at pricing right now, basically.
yeah, yeah.
Pricing is what's mainly fluctuating. Okay, so if we're talking about pricing and the rates that you are given, how does this affect you and your position in the whole process of the loan with you having to maintain everything?
Well, when pricing becomes really, really hefty, or not hefty, it changes to a big point. Like right now, I think government ranges between the average government, I think is 6.5. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you go 3 years ago, the average was, I think, 4% or 3.5 to 4. And 4 years ago, it was no 3 years ago. I was 3 years ago, it was 2%, because that's the last loan I had on my previous house. 2%. So it's huge the amount of difference it is now. So I think across the board, every other company that's out there, the pricing, comparatively speaking, from years ago, it sucks, right? But so you have to be that person that makes the difference. You know, you have to be able to multitask. You have to be able to push loans faster than anybody else out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to be that shining star in that sea of ocean of different stars. You know what I mean?
Right. You have to get, there's got to be something that gives you that competitive edge because everyone is going off of the same fluctuating market, right? And you have so many
Yeah.
different competitors. What's going to make you stand out? Absolutely. That kind of
100%.
brings me into my next question. What solution do you pose to combat the problem, or more so, manage it if it's something that's going to be ever evolving?
You have to bob and weave with the industry, you know. So
Right.
as soon as problems or things come across your desk, you have to figure out the situation. You know, you have to take the bull by the horns, no matter what. If it's your problem or someone else's, if you could solve it to make it happen, to make yourself that shining star, do it. You know,
Yeah.
and I feel if you keep that mentality, you're gonna move forward, and you're gonna be more, and you're gonna make more. You know, and then when the industry changes, you're gonna be making pretty pennies. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing that we have to concentrate on when things are like they are right now.
Okay. Nice. Well, Brandon, I thank you for your time. That's the end of all the questions I had for you today. You definitely helped me figure out what pain points and the overall understanding of this industry that I'm looking into right now. I've been really like focusing on like just different points I've been seeing about like lack of communication and how that affects everything and um your whole mindset of everything and your two say on the questions I've asked you and the situations I've given you, the scenarios. It's definitely helped me out a lot. So I appreciate the time
Mm-hmm.
and
Anytime.
yeah, I wish the best of luck.
You
Thank you,
too,
Brandon.
Aaron. No problem, Aaron. Anytime. Thank you.